21 countries are meeting in San Francisco for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC Summit. U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese leader Xi Jinping are expected to meet on the sidelines. Chris Casquejo is covering the summit, and he joins us live from San Francisco. Hello, Chris.
Hello, Narendra. Good Tuesday evening from here in San Francisco. We do know the location of the summit. Biden and Xi are meeting at the Filoli Historic House and Garden, a location about 44 kilometers south here in San Francisco. They are expected to have a working lunch once they get to the grounds around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning here in San Francisco, stroll the estate, and then they will have a smaller meeting with National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and Secretary of State Antony Blinken before other senior officials from both countries break off to talk about issues. Late Wednesday, Xi is expected to attend two receptions with select U.S. business and cultural leaders. A U.S. cabinet official is expected to introduce Xi before the Chinese leader delivers an address to both the American and Chinese people, according to an invited participant who was speaking on the condition of anonymity.
Yes, Chris.
Now, Chinese leaders wanted to meet away from the main APEC site, which is here in downtown San Francisco, and they wanted more than the 3 hours that the world leaders had when they talked in Bali last November during the G20 summit, and that was the last time they actually met in person. So we are looking forward to what happens tomorrow just south of here at that estate.
Yes, Chris, thank you for the details. Now, Chris, while many observers don't expect any major outcomes from this meeting between the two superpower leaders, the U.S. is seeking agreement from China regarding the artificial intelligence, Chris. Now, what does the U.S. want, Chris?
Well, Biden and Xi are reportedly set to agree to limit the use of artificial intelligence in nuclear weapons, or AI, and this is according to the South China Morning Post. Now, just on Monday, the United States announced its participation, joining 45 governments in launching the implementation of what's called the Political Declaration on Responsible Military Use on Artificial Intelligence and Autonomy. This initiative includes 10 concrete measures to guide the responsible military use on the full range of AI applications. A State Department official has told VOA that the United States will maintain human control for all actions critical to informing and execution decisions concerning nuclear weapons deployment. And now they say that the challenge is convincing other governments, including China, that have nuclear weapons to agree to similar measures. Back to you, Narendra.
Thanks for explaining that, Chris. Now, the two countries have major disagreements, especially over Taiwan. Now, China claims the self-ruled island as its own, while the U.S. provides military support to Taiwan. Now, are the two leaders expected to discuss Taiwan in depth, Chris?
Probably not for very long, if they do at all, and that's according to Karis Templeman, who is an analyst at the Hoover Institute in Harvard University and at Stanford University, that is. And that's because they have such fundamental differences regarding Taiwan. You know, China says the self-ruled island is its own territory, and the U.S. provides military support to Taiwan. And these definitely seem unresolvable at this point. And they definitely want to talk about they want to talk about important issues where they can reach some consensus. So it appears that Taiwan is off the table. Now, in the run-up to Taiwan's presidential election that is taking place in January of 2024, the U.S. has warned China not to take any decisions that would interfere with that democratic process. And Taiwan's Foreign Minister Joseph Wu said that Taiwan is not concerned when asked if Taiwan was concerned that Beijing and Washington would come to any sort of deal that might compromise Taiwan's national security. But of course, we will be following it all for you, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Back to you, Narendra.
Thank you so much, Chris, for the update about the APEC 2023. You have a great night there in San Francisco. I'll see you soon, Chris.